Okay, so I got Dad in the 7530, and he has never ran this tractor but for a couple of feet at the port. What I have is when this truck, this Mac Vision, was laid over on its side, it was completely stopped before I hit the ground. It never slid. It never skidded. As a matter of fact, it didn't even hardly bend the steps on the driver's side of the truck, because that's the side that went over. But what it did do was actually bend the support for the there's a torsion bar or a guide bar, or I guess it would be a torsion bar, not a torsion bar. What the hell would you call that thing? A linkage bar that keeps the cab straight up and down. It holds the cab, because the cab is fully suspended on two airbags, and that bracket that is mounted to the frame had moved about, I don't know, maybe an inch and a half to 2 inches to the passenger side of the truck, and you can see Dad start to pull this thing. That IVT transmission is just unreal. You can set the speed that you want the tractor to go, and it doesn't matter if you're at full throttle or or idling. It will go back at 0.04 miles per hour. Yes, less than half a mile per hour. So I'm at high speed, and you can barely see that thing moving. There, he released it, went forward. But we did actually get it to bend back to the proper. There he goes. He's going to pull back again. Now, this is sped up by 2 times. So you can see how slow that tractor is actually backing up. And that is the speed that it is. He's not feathering the clutch. He's not doing anything but backing up. I actually think, I don't know what the hell I'm running for. Oh, I went for a breaker bar, or not a breaker bar, but a shale bar, so I could bang that. I just wanted to smack it so that it would reset the position back to its normal stance. So Timothy's whacking away at it, and that takes the spring tension. I did notice that support was cracked, so I welded it back together. There was like spiderweb cracks in it. I was going to chop the huck bolts off and put it in the press and do all that happy horse shit, but then, what good is that? All I've done is, I would have accomplished the same goal as what I did here with the 7530. So what we did here is I actually changed the position of the chain and moved it to the other side, because we actually twisted that mount a little bit, like a half an inch it twisted to the right, the back side. It's twisted to the rear of the truck. So I moved it to the front of the truck on this little thing that's about 3 inches wide, and it's too bad Teresa wasn't filming today, because she could have caught what we were doing right up close, But she was actually in the cab of the truck, riding out what we were doing. Never even phased her. What were you doing? Playing Candy Crush?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was playing Candy Crush, so waiting for the men to do the manly work and dangerous stuff, and she was just doing her thing. We did get it perfectly straight, and I welded the spider webs back together, and it looked good. I just am actually quite pleased that this truck has come along the way that it has. I'm actually going to start driving this truck again. The Western Star will be on the chopping block, so anybody interested in a Western Star truck that is a runner, it has 904,000 miles on it. It does need some work, but I just think that this truck here with 112,000 miles on the engine is way better than what that Western Star is, 904,000 miles. So I've got this truck pretty well straightened out. I'm probably more than likely going to have it painted by the time I'm done doing everything that I'm going to do. I'm going to go to, I'm just going to have it painted. It'll be the same exact color as it is right now, just with fresh coat of paint on it, because as you'll see later in the truck series, you're going to see that the body is being repaired.